I didn't do that, but I do like that you just did that. Good morning. Good morning, Kate. I just got your cute message on YouTube. Guys, I know I've told you before, but I want to tell you again, when you leave me comments on the videos, or you just, you know, even via Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, it means so much to me. Don't ever underestimate the power of your words and your connection. Oh, Kate, you were so cute. Thanks, Kate. She said I love you in the morning. That just inspired me to pick up the camera and say good morning to you. Show you how pretty it is out there. I'm just on the Superhuman Facebook group replying to Monica, and I just have this massive download to Monica. She has been experiencing injury in her hamstrings and her tendons. She's getting injured and inflamed, and I just started writing her a little reply. It ended up being this massive download reply. I'm gonna do that more, and also I want to go turn this into a video because it's really, I just know how powerful it is, and it's such a paradigm shift, you know, of just this looking for something to fix me. Like, what do I need to do? What exercise do I do? What should I take? Shall I do heat or ice? And all those things are fine, but they're all so secondary to what's really going on. And being able to actually connect to your body, hear what it's saying, bring it back into that state of parasympathetic, the growth and healing, versus in the fight flight, which is where most of us live most of the time. And particularly if you have an injury, yeah, just bringing your body back into the parasympathetic. So balance your brain, balance your brain, balance your brain, breathe. Imagine just sending your body light to feel safe in whatever feeling is coming up. And often injuries, it's like there's layers of emotion and layers of resistance, and what's wrong with me and what did I do, and you know, then all the patterns and the beliefs that led to the injury. Because why do we get injured? Because we're not feeling our body. We don't have a healthy understanding of our body or relationship with it. And so there's layers, and it's such a process. And you know, it's the combination of learning the healthy function, learning your body, being with it, going through the process of undoing and letting go of the past beliefs. And you know, who knows, like when you were 5 years old and your mum told you, you know, you'll get fat if you eat all those cookies, and that developed a, you know, belief system around food or your body or relationship or being accepted or receiving love. And it's like, it's happening, it's all the time, you know. It's like, that's part of being human, is we get conditioned with all this stuff, and it's not wrong. It's not like, you know, your parents or your teachers or society is wrong. It's all set up so that we can develop this like personality, ego, and kind of beliefs around who we are, so that we can then let them all go again if we're, you know, have access to the tools and that passion and commitment to the journey of, actually, I'm not the belief system that thinks, you know, I'm alone. You know, I'm not my tension, I'm not my patterns, I'm not my DNA, I'm not, you know, what society tells me I am. But it's not through an intellectual place, it's through a feeling place of the really shedding the belief system on a cellular level, which is very different from just talking yourself into, no, I'm fine, I'm great, I don't need acceptance from the world. And it's like, you don't really believe it. It's like you're trying to make another belief system to counteract the underneath belief system, because belief systems are embedded in your everything, in your DNA, in your patterns. It's funny, I think I had a dream last night. No, it wasn't a dream, it was real. I was at the co-op yesterday and I saw this guy, and I just really observed his like movement. And it's like, it says everything. It's like you can see, I can see, you know, and not that I like go around looking, but you can just see like his relationship with himself, how he sees the world, pelvis and legs and feet, of like feeling support, and how I take action in life. It's like it's embedded in your physicality. And this is the place where geometry, like you are geometry, Your scapula is geometry, your muscles are geometry, how they move, it's like that dynamic. This is the place where the physicality, movement, why the Franklin method piece is so essential, connects to the science of the universe, evolution, consciousness, because it's all geometry. If you have a key and a lock, and that key needs to be a certain geometry to open the lock, and the key is twisted, it's not gonna work. It's the same thing in your body. It's like if, you know, your shoulders are lifted up and forward most of the time, it's going to create tension in your musculature. When you lift something, the physics, the mechanics isn't going to function as well as if you are in that place that you are designed. You're not designed to have lifted shoulders and forward head and like wrinkles in your forehead, but you may have developed that from all your life experiences and all the moments when your mum told you this and your teacher told you that and your brother stole your hairbrush, I don't know. But it's like you can't just look at the physics, you know, or the science of the universe alone, and yet it's an essential piece. You can't just look at the mechanics, and yes, it's an essential piece. And you can't just look at what happened in my life, you know, processing my emotions, you know, dissolving the patterns alone either. It's like they all work together, which is why I feel like what I know is like my role on this planet is to like kind of bring those pieces together, because, you know, the unified physics is complete unto itself, but it needs the anatomical, the mind-body piece, the how do we interact with the intelligence of the universe. I was not meaning for this to be a big long download this morning, but I guess it's happened. It's funny because last night when I ended the vlog, I was like, I haven't done what I said I was gonna do. I haven't talked to people's comments. I haven't given you more downloads on the physics and body and all this stuff, which you've been asking for, which I so want to do, and yet when it's not there, it's not there. Not that it's not there, but it's like the moments where it comes through, it's so not me deciding it's gonna come through. So I'm kind of like, oh, all these words are coming out right now. When you guys write me questions, sometimes my answers, so they feel so epic that I answer you with trust the process, which is true. And at the same time, I am totally feeling the next level of all this coming through and the understanding and taking you through a process whereby these pieces come together and you start to see it, but more importantly, you really start to feel it. And just next level of videos. And as my schedule is opening up because of all of the shifts in my programs and UHP being more of the focus and next level of people coming in to learn universal health principles and superhuman fitness happening, and just more space and time for me to create and give video downloads and the power of YouTube. Yay. So I started out with thank you for your comments and hey Kate. Hey Kate, I love you. I love all of you. And Alyssa, your comments, and Alyssa is amazing. She's gone back and like, she's commenting on like old vlogs, and I just love that. It's so awesome. And Fiona, Rosie, Mark, all of you, Jocelyn, Melinda, where are your comments? Missing your comments. And Rachel. And Babs, just everyone. And just know that when you leave me a comment right now, I get notifications, so I do see them. And I do go on and read them and reply to them. And look at my mug. That's the crazy mug lady. And my daffodils. And my little bunny. Hello. So, I'm gonna go get ready. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. About 2 seconds later. I've just got the band. I just wanted to show you quick. I'm so gonna make videos on this soon. Anyway, for now, look, you can tie the band around you. Dancing. I've got a yellow ball under my armpit and I'm holding a little weight and then tapping my shoulder like this. Oh, feels really good. Okay, some more instructional stuff on that coming soon. And also wanted to show you this. So dynamic alignment through imagery. If you don't have this book, I really recommend you get it. It's by Eric, my husband, who is amazing. Look at these. These are the scalene muscles, and they support in breathing. They attach to the transverse processes here of your cervical vertebrae and to the ribs, so they help to lift the ribs and in breathing. And even just imagining those is really cool. We can do stuff with them. And also I want to show you this picture. How cool is that? That's the base of your skull. Ooh, I love you, Eric. You changed my life with Franklin Method. More embodiments with those coming later. Look at the difference in my shoulders. So cool. Amazing. I'm going to do the other side with you. So you're going to get a yellow ball in your armpit, a weight or something heavy in your hand, and move your pigtail. And then tap in over shoulder, circling, breathing. You can tap the front of shoulder, take shoulder in and out, and around. Breathing, lifting, and kind of shaking arm. So trying to keep the ball in your armpit. Just imagining these muscles, so you're bringing awareness to this area. So when I was talking earlier about getting injured and the fight flight, it's like we retract from being in a certain part of our body. We don't feel it anymore. It's like there's beliefs and fears and tension, muscular holding in that area, and we don't want to go there, we don't want to feel it. So part of all of healing and healthy movement is feeling. And so right now we're just helping you to get into your body with the tapping. Proprioceptive feedback here is increasing with the ball and the ball under the armpit. And then we are really helping with the weight, just extra ability to feel gravity. So your body, your cells have receptors for feeling gravity. Oh, feels so good. And hey presto, much more release in shoulders. So just with that image that we looked at here, with the muscles here at the base of the skull, so without going into details on them, basically Eric is just showing here the tensegrity of the how do you even say this? The suboccipitals, showing the tensegrity of the suboccipitals. If there is tension, resistance in, let's say, this band likes to be elastic, you know, when a rubber band, elastic band gets old, it loses its elasticity, it gets tight, it gets brittle. That's kind of the same thing that can happen in your muscles. So if there's a lot of tension holding, I said, if you've got lifted shoulders and forward head, and that's what you've practiced, not only in the muscles but also in the fascia, it loses that buoyancy, that elasticity, which is youth, which is life, which is where information and energy can flow, because you've got this elasticity. It's like it's safe for you to put a lot of energy into this band because it's designed to be elastic. Whereas if it's brittle and you put the same energy in, you pull it, it's going to break. And so hence, if you want to be able to feel more energy in your body, again, it's the geometry, it's the physicality. Can your body transduce, i.e. receive and kind of let the energy run through you, versus holding, tightening, which are the beliefs, the patterns, the rigidity in the muscles, ligaments, fascia, bones, all of you, cells even. So anyway, you're gonna put one hand on the back of your neck, a little squeeze and breathe, and you can just move from one leg to the other. I don't know if you can say palm left and one leg up. Don't need to lift it that high, but just one leg and then the other leg. And just notice, am I breathing? So obviously breath is essential for life. And it also is a immediate response of how much tension is in my system. How much fear, fight, flight response, because if we're in fear or shock, there's this immediate holding, we stop breathing, we stop moving. So squeezing back of neck and just imagining those muscles refinding their elasticity, their doinkiness. And obviously you can go deeper into being able to see them and visualize them, and that's a whole practice. But even just that little bit, noticing how you feel, wow, probably a lot more freedom in the back of your neck. Might notice breath has increased. Might notice you just naturally have a more aligned posture. So in the Franklin method we experience that when you feel it, when you have it, that's when it's real, versus if you're having to do it, put your head in the right place, be in the right posture, versus put your head in the right place or be in the right posture, then it's real. Superhumanfitness.com. That's where I will take you deeper into the physicality movement part of how you can actually start applying it to fitness and shifting your paradigm on fitness. And yeah, go check it out and sign up for the free workout. I'm home, Rachel's here. Hello. Oh look, it just got all like patted down.
Yeah, we were saying my hair was a little frizzy.
It was, but it was really cute. And Emily's here. Emily. Everyone say, hey, Emily, in the comments.
Mark types it.
Huh?
Emily.
That's because I think I've
called me that.
Caught you to see that. I think there was probably an Emily song
I think there was.
at some point. Suddenly, there's a storm going on. Oh my goodness. Whoa. It's not as bad as it looks.
We're kind of matching.
We are. How cute we are. I feel like the vlog hasn't chatted with you in a while.
No. I have some things to say.
Yeah. You want to talk to everyone now?
No. Maybe in a little.
I need to make something to eat. I'm hungry. 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 Hungry.
You can eat my face. Oh.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
I just said being a walker at the co-op.
Oh.
I really like it until I don't. And
Yes.
then there's just like a moment of like, I gotta stop.
Enough. I totally.
You know. So, hey people.
I was just telling Laura that many things, but that I had a really cool chat earlier today with Jen.
Hey Jen!
Hey Jen!
Massive shout out, love, hug. I'm doing the dishes. That's inspiring.
And it was so cool because she was telling me how she like has totally made watching the vlogs part of her daily routine, and how she checks it during lunch, and how a lot of times it's like she's eating lunch, but then so are we in the vlog, so it's kind of like we're all hanging out and having lunch together, which is
knowing that it's going to be up at 6 o'clock every day.
Do you like knowing that it's going to be up at 6 o'clock every
That's
day?
a question to everybody.
That's for everyone. Ching. And so it was just cool. It was really cool to hear from her. And she was telling me how she started watching the vlogs like in August, like last August, but we'd already been vlogging for like 3/4 of a year, and that she actually went back to the very first vlog and rewatched it fully through.
Whoa, that
and
must
said,
have been trippy. How was that? What did she say? What did she say?
you can answer in the comments, Jen. But she said it was really cool and trippy, and that it was just cool to see all of us.
Wow.
And like life that happened, but also how it's like, how she wasn't even watching the vlogs then, but like what was kind of relevant to her life then and her life now.
So
and just
cool.
like the connections, and just really the sentiment of like, we're not, like kind of like you're not alone, or like I'm not alone, because she was sharing with me, I hope it's okay I'm sharing this, Jen, but that Jen lives in Minnesota, which I don't really know anything about Minnesota, but I feel like it's slightly far away. Oh my God, Ethan is from Minnesota. But that it's so cool because through the superhuman community, it's like we're all connected. There's tons of people that are like all into the same stuff, and just like how amazing it is, like, and just what an amazing, cool thing it is that like we all are like connected through the vlogs, through kind of all the different social media channels, and through the web, and how it's like we can all be friends and hanging out, even if we live in different places.
It's really cool.
Really cool.
Love you all so much.
So I haven't really been on the vlog that much this last week, which is cool because I don't really know. But one theme that has been sort of big again in my life is taxes, and a couple interesting family dynamics. And it's cool because they're sort of connected, and I feel like the theme of the week has been being an adult, and kind of like stepping into the like more adult version of Jessica, or kind of a new next level of that. If you have been hanging out in the vlog since last year, I had a mega sort of meltdown cool experience with paying my tax bill last year, which maybe we can link to, or I can share in the comments. But if you haven't been hanging out, that was a really huge experience for me. And it's interesting because even though it was huge and scary and amazing and all of the above, it sort of freaked me out to the point that I like kind of wanted to ignore it all and just not look at it, and kind of be in the more imagery land of like feeling the abundance, and not wanting to feel the like I don't have and but at the same time not really putting away money for taxes and not really wanting to think about it, and then kind of cycle again. Here comes March, and this is the time to take a look at it. So it's just been a really cool experience this past week, and very intense, of just really like checking it out. And Rachel did a cool little session on me the other day that was connected to the UHP session that we did, and it was kind of like hydration, like balancing hydration on my tax bill, and it kind of just looked like my tax bill being like sort of feeling dehydrated, and kind of belief system of like I'm not lovable. It was just really interesting and cool, and it's been an interesting experience for me to feel like the intensity that comes up when actually like taking a look at it all and handling it. But it also feels nice in the sense of part of being an adult is seeing it all and being responsible for my stuff. They smell almost like spice. They smell like curry or something.
I know, maybe it's
a hint of curry. Yeah. So that's been cool. So thanks to everybody in my life who's been supportive in the process. That's a wrap for this moment of time. Laura's making tea.
Is that what you did the other day? Or was that Emily?
I didn't do that, but I do like that you just did that.
Hello! Jess and Rach and Em went home, and then Kat came over and we had a lovely chat and hang out. I didn't vlog any of it because she's a new person. Maybe next time. Kat came over, that was really nice, and now it's 9:35 and I'm going to go get into bed and watch some YouTube videos. Yes, my idea of a dream evening is getting in bed and watching some YouTube videos. I'm gonna go watch Casey Neistat's vlog. Mark said that he has got an amazing drone and I'm really excited. Also, I watched Alfie's vlog today and Parrot sent him a drone and I am so jealous. I so want a drone. I could make such cool movies. Anyway, that's in the wish list. Parrot, if you're watching, I will make really cool movies, put them on YouTube. So, wishing you all a lovely good night and hope you enjoyed the exercises and downloads from this morning and that you're having a lovely day. And let me know if you like the vlogs going up at 6 p.m. and if that is good, and say hi to each other in the comments and to me and give it a thumbs up, show it some love. Let's see if we can get it up to 25 thumbs ups. It'd be really cool if we could have like consistently like at least 20 thumbs ups on the videos. We're getting there, so go click it down below and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Mwah.